What it do? I'm bringing a story time for y'all niggas today. I'm gonna tell y'all niggas about how I almost joined a cult on some sick shit, nigga. uh, Honestly, this shit happened kind of recently, and not to say like I was really finna be in a cult, like the niggas like I wanted to be in that shit or some shit, but like like I believe in God and shit. You feel me? So like a nigga want to go to heaven and shit. So I just was just listening. I was just listening to what niggas was saying. It sounded like some dumb shit, but like anyway, I'm gonna just get straight into the story. I'm not gonna procrastinate too much. You feel me? I feel like this shit started like on a Friday or something. You feel me? It's like a Friday night, and I was just coming back from the shop. You feel me? And like on my way from the shop, like I was trying to like I don't know what I was thinking about at the time, but for some reason I was thinking about some shit like if God sends you a sign, you feel me? Like if God sends you a sign, like it's not gonna be some shit that you gotta be like, is that a sign from God? Like maybe that was I feel like that's like if God send you some shit, then nigga, like you'll know, like oh shit, this gotta be the sign. Like I gotta do this shit. You feel me? So just like for a pre-story, you feel me? Like my mental state at the time, you feel me? Like a nigga was ready to get faded too, you feel me? So like I might have already been faded. I don't even know. I can't remember. But nigga, like just to show you what kind of I was already in that kind of like spiritual realm, you feel me? I was trying to get into that. So anyway, nigga, like I was trying to go I buy my groceries and shit, for the week, like give me some breakfast and shit. And like I like to give me some chocolate milk. Gotta get some extra calories in that motherfucker. You feel me? So I go to the I'm gonna go to the Vons, is near my house, and like I already got my groceries. I went in there real quick, got my shit. It was like 11 o'clock. You feel me? So like it wasn't busy or nothing. So I got my shit. And I'm pushing to the car, and it's like these niggas in suits, and they walking around. You feel me? They trying to talk to niggas and shit. And I guess it was three of them niggas, you feel me? But like two niggas approached me like before I got to my car, like as I'm walking to my car type shit, nigga. And these niggas is like they like some Mexican niggas, you feel me? Latino, whatever you wanna say. But these niggas is like I say like these niggas is not necessarily like my age, but they weren't like old, you feel me? Like these niggas is maybe like 25, 26, 27 type shit like that. So like I'm walking to my car, right? And these niggas, they're like, brother. You feel me? That's what they be saying a lot. They be like, call you brother. He's like, brother, have you heard of blah blah blah? He said something, and then he said, and now look, like I wasn't finna fuck with it. Like I was already like pushing. You feel me? Cause like low key, like I don't know if it's a season or something like that, but it's a lot of niggas that be trying to come to the door and shit like that, like Jehovah's Witness and shit. Like Jehovah's Witness came to my door. You feel me? And they be trying to tell you shit, think you don't know shit about the Bible or something. Like nigga, like not to be the rude, my nigga, but like I'm good. You feel me? But anyway, these niggas like stopped me, and he was like, I'm like finna put my shit in the car. Like I literally put my shit in the car. Like you feel me? Open the back door, put my shit in the back car. And he's like, have you heard of God the Mother? I'm like, what? And I was like, I ain't never heard of no shit like that. You feel me? And that shit low-key kind of pissed me off. Cause this nigga said some nonsense. I was like, God the Mother? Nah, I ain't never heard no shit like that, bro. I mean, so like I'm finna like just dead. And he was like, nah, God the Mother, she's real. You feel me? And so like that shit look-key kind of pissed me off. I'm like, nigga, all right, show me where you see God the Mother at, my nigga, cause I ain't never heard of that on this. And I guess that was the hook, line, and sinker right there, bro. That's how they get you on this. So this nigga opened up his Bible, right? Nonsense, nigga. And the nigga can't tell me shit. I'm on his ass, you feel me? So he gotta get back up. So it was, like I said, it was two of them niggas. Right? So the nigga that approached me, he really only said some shit about like God the Mother. Like, he ain't really know like the other shit, like the shit to back it up. You feel me? So like when he went to go like say some shit like in the scripture or whatever, like to go say some shit, and then he tried to put his own words in that motherfucker, I wasn't letting him do that shit. And I was like, nah, bro, that's not what that shit said, bro. It said some. You just tried to put some other extra shit on that. It don't say that on me. So his other homie, right? His other homie was being quiet. And like as this nigga was talking, you feel me? It was a third nigga that was like, I guess this nigga was like trying to hand out brochures or some shit. So the third nigga came. So the nigga that was being quiet, this is the tallest nigga, but I think he was maybe the youngest nigga too. It was a nigga with glasses, a tall nigga, but he was like younger, and it was like an older nigga, you feel me? So like the nigga with glasses, he was like farther away type shit, you feel me? That's the nigga that came last. That was the third nigga that came. So the tall nigga, like when the other nigga came, you feel me? He was like, let me see the Bible, you feel me? He took the Bible from that nigga that was talking at first. And he started going to these scriptures and shit. Like, he was telling me to read these scriptures and shit, you feel me? So we was going at it, like, you feel me? We was having a battle real quick. Like, not to say we was arguing or some shit, you feel me? But we was just going at it, like, as far as, like reading that shit and then, like, interpreting it or whatever, you feel me? So, you know, he was saying some shit that was bullshit. Like, he still ain't convinced me about this God the Mother bullshit, you feel me? But this nigga was, I feel like, let's say he was a firm believer in what the fuck he was talking about, nigga. Like, I think I can read niggas pretty well, like, if a nigga, like, bullshitting me, bro. But that nigga was a firm believer. He really believed what he was fucking saying. So I was like, oh, shit, like, maybe, like, I don't know. Maybe this nigga know something, you feel me? He don't know everything, but maybe that nigga do something. So I'm listening to this nigga for a little bit, you feel me? So that nigga started talking about like the book of life or some shit. The book of life, and like in order to get into the book of life or some shit, bro, you had to be born again. I know y'all, I don't know, like whoever go to church, you probably know about that shit. Like born again, like that means you gotta get baptized or whatever. You feel me? So that way you can do like the communion shit at church. Like you can eat the bread and you can drink the little wine cups, and then like people wash your feet and shit like that. I ain't really with all the feet washing and all that, you feel me? That's never been a goal of mine. But you feel me? I do like to eat the little breads and the little wine drinks, you feel me? It used to be a good meal after those days too. Be a nice little potluck or something, you feel me? I like those days. But regardless, nigga, he was trying to tell me about the book of life and all this other kind of shit. And he low-key staring at me too hard, bro. Just, like, you feel me? Look off into the distance for a little bit, nigga. I'll do it for him. But anyway, nigga. So this nigga was telling me this shit or whatever. And I was like, yeah, bloody, bloody, blah. And then somehow we got to the point where this nigga, like, was in my car, you feel me? This nigga was in my car to drive to the church. This nigga invited me to the church to get baptized right then and there. He's like, nigga, you can get baptized right now. And nigga, it was like 11:15. I'm like, damn. I was like, how long do it take, nigga? Cause I ain't, niggas trying to go home and swimmer. Nigga trying to go home and swimmer real quick, you feel me? And this nigga's like, yeah, bro, you can bloody, bloody, blah. And slide over here. It's only gonna take like 15 minutes, get you baptized or whatever, you feel me? And I was low-key skeptical. I was low-key skeptical. I was low-key cautious, nigga. Cause I ain't wanna like it's three niggas, you feel me? It's three niggas. I ain't trying to just be going into to with some random place with three niggas, you feel me? I mean, but I ain't no bitch though, you feel me? Like and it, you feel me? Like I said, like, and I was thinking like, about a sign, you feel me? Like I said, like, if God sends you a sign, it should be some shit that should be like right there type shit, you feel me? So like when a nigga come talking about something, yeah, book of life, baptized and shit, I ain't never been baptized before, you feel me? So I'm like, oh shit, nigga, like, fuck it, nigga. Like, might as well. Like, this must be the sign, you feel me? So, nigga, I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, all right, bro, let's go get baptized real quick. So we drive to the church and niggas just talking to me about like, like whatever he be talking about. Like his life, I guess, you feel me? Like this nigga be hooping. He like a regular nigga, bro. He just go to church. You feel me? Regular like Mexicano. You feel me? Regular nigga. And he just go to church. You feel me? He hoop and all that. You feel me? Nigga used to smoke and party and shit. So like, you know, I'm and the nigga not old. You feel me? So it's like low key kind of like relatable type shit. Niggas like relatable or whatever. So anyway, like this nigga's in my car, blah 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 blah. We pull up to the church, nigga, and it's like in some dark ass alleyway or some shit. And we hit this dark ass alleyway, and it's like these like semi trucks and all that. You feel me? Like, cause it's like different businesses over there. You feel me? So we slide into the alleyway, and then when I say alley, it's not like an alley, like when you go in between, like behind a building type shit. It's more like it was like a long ass driveway, like leading to some other shit, but it wasn't like the building that we were going to is not like in front. Like you can't pull up to the building, like you wouldn't like drive by it and see it. You have to go like through like some kind of, it's like a big ass alley that way. Trucks can feel it. So think about it, nigga. Like, is it this driveway or whatever you want to call it, road? Because it's not a street, but like whatever you want to call it, bro. It's big enough to where like a semi truck can be on either side, and you could still fit like maybe 2 cars or 3 cars going in like in either direction. Like you could still drive through. You feel me? So this is a pretty big ass runway, nigga. And so we go through the runway. And I'm low-key, like, in my head, I'm like, damn, bro, like, if these niggas really trying to get me for whatever reason, these niggas be trying to get me, nigga, like, they could really just, you know, use the semi-trucks, close this motherfucker off, and I'd be stuck. But, you know, in my head, I'm like, nigga, like, if it come down to that, I'm gonna have to just beat this nigga, I'm gonna have to beat this nigga ass first. I mean, that's the biggest nigga, the nigga in my car, so at least, you feel me, he ain't with his homies right now. You feel me? So... And I feel like I'm a black ass nigga, like, so I got jets, nigga, so I feel like it'd be hard for anybody to catch me, especially because these niggas is wearing suits, nigga. I'm in my gear, you feel me? Like, niggas is not really fucking with me. I have to just chuck the Jordans, I'm in socks, I'm going, nigga, on J's. So, I'm like, low-key, because it is late as fuck, bro, so low-key, I'm like, but at the same time, like, I mean, I'll probably be all right. So... We get to the place, right, and it's like this big ass building, and if you looked at the building, you wouldn't know it was a church, but it's a church, like inside like a building that like maybe you would think would be like a business building or some shit like that. Like it looked like it got supposed to be computers in that motherfucker or some shit like that, but it's a church. So like we waiting, like remember like it's 3 like Mexican niggas. So, like, we're waiting, like, in the front door because they had to call the pastor in order to open the door. Like, these niggas don't have the key to open the church, right? So, like, we talking or whatever, chopping it up. And then, so the pastor pull up. It's this Korean nigga, right? It's this Korean nigga that run the church. So, this nigga goes to open the door, right? And, you know, he says, like, you know, like, hello, blah, 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 blah. But I could tell he more like not really fucking with me type shit. You feel me? Well, he not like them niggas because he really don't even, it seemed like this nigga really didn't even know English like that. You feel me? This nigga like had a strong ass Korean accent. And you feel like when I think about niggas like that, like usually like them niggas be like in their head about certain things, about certain people, you feel me? So it's just like a weird combination because them niggas, the Mexican niggas and the Korean nigga was not alike. You feel me? But that's they pastor. You feel me? So that shit was kind of confusing to me. Like, the nigga was kind of standoffish. Like, he'd do that little fake laugh shit. You feel me? Ha, 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 ha. You feel me? Some shit that ain't really funny like that. But nigga want to fake laugh anyway because, you know, niggas want to lighten the mood and all that. And that shit, I feel like that shit makes it awkward, nigga. Because, like, I really don't be trying to laugh like that. Like, I really be like... yeah, like some shit. I don't want to say nothing, but like, nigga, I don't know how I be, bro. But you feel me? I don't like that shit like that. Like, I don't like that shit, bro. Anyway, so this nigga, like, he opened up the church and then he said, I'm finna go like prepare to like the shit to baptize, right? So then they showing me the church and all that, and